All right, this video will help you fourth graders with the rest of the comprehension questions for cliffhanger, questions 7 through 12. It would be most helpful if you went back and read the story again, or at least listened to it. It does tell you the page numbers, and they are small at the bottom, but you could figure that out. So question 7 says, or read pages 242 to 244. Why did Dag say he was going to go for help on page 242? So after you look back in the story on page 242, it's down here in the bottom. And it says Dad's going back for help. Okay. Dag says he is, I'm going to restate the question, going to go get help because he realizes that Axel will not be able to rappel down the mountain without more rope. So at this point in the story, he had already saved Grits and he was trying to come down the mountain, but he gets so far and he runs out of rope because some of the rope he used for Grits, and that's what he really needed for himself. And so when Dad realizes that he's still too high to jump down and he has no rope, he calls up and tells him, I'm going to go get some help for you. I will go get more rope. Number 8, what does descent mean on 243? So descent is the last word on this page. Right here, he began his descent, and I can see from the picture, it means that he is going down the mountain. So descent means to go down or to climb down slowly. What is dangerous about free climbing? So as we're reading this page on 243 and it talks about free climbing, you'll see that he didn't have any rope left and he didn't have a nut, a carabiner, or a rope to save him if he made a mistake. And that's why free climbing would be dangerous, because if you make a mistake, there's nothing there to save you. So we'll say free climbing is dangerous because that means you have no safety equipment to save you if you fall. It means climbing without a nut, carabiner, or rope. So it's dangerous because if you don't have any safety equipment, you could fall and get injured. If you fall while free climbing, you can get injured. All right, now we can go to number 10. What does the last page of the story tell you about Axel's character and feeling? And so if you zip ahead to the last page, this is the last page of the story. And here he's talking about how, and you can see from the picture that he was scared. He was one scared dog. I don't know about Grits, Axel answered, but I was sure scared. I thought I had lost my friend forever. And so when it says, what does the last page of the story tell you about Axel's characters and feelings? I'll say the last page of the story tells me that Axel was scared, but he did not want to lose his best friend, Grits. I know he felt scared because it tells me in the story. I also think Axel is brave because he climbed a mountain and came back down without safety equipment to save his dog. And then I can just pull that like that and it'll easier to say. I needed to write more than one sentence because it's asking me about his character and his feelings. So we know that he's brave. That would be a character trait because he does something dangerous. And we know his feelings were scared because it even tells me in the story he was scared. Do you think Axel is a hero? Why or why not? And I would say yes. Yes, Axel is a hero. Being a hero means thinking about another life before your own. Axel knew it was dangerous to rescue Grits because there was a bad storm coming. Remember that from the beginning, they were all stopping their climb because a storm was coming, and Grits got left at the top of the mountain because of the storm, and the girls that were up there couldn't rescue him. Axel still decides to climb the mountain to save his best friend, even though he knew it was dangerous. So that's why I think he would be a hero. Doing something for somebody else, even though you know you might get hurt. And then it says number 12, what was the author's purpose of writing this story? So there's usually three purposes. It would be for information, to inform us, to persuade, to get us to want to think about something a different way, or to do something, or to entertain. This story did not have a ton of information about rock climbing, so I don't think it was to inform us. I don't think it was to persuade us to rock climb during a bad storm or without safety equipment. That really doesn't make sense. So my last choice would be to entertain. So we're going to say the author's purpose is to entertain the reader. And that's all we have to do. And then you can